Well, it's kind of a tale of two areas here, two halves in terms of the region. Not necessarily the best of times, worst of times, not quite Charles Dickens level, but in terms of just kind of differences of the weather. So in Bentonville right now, on the northern side of the town, or northern side of the region, 72 degrees, overcast skies, maybe a few very spotty showers. Then you head to the southern end of the area in Poteau, seeing a lot more sunshine, seeing a lot more blue sky, 81 degrees there. And it's also drier down in Poteau as well. So we're a little bit closer to the northwest, where we're seeing that moisture kind of ramp up a little bit. As we're seeing muggier as well as cloudier conditions. And basically it kind of split from northwest to southeast, especially south of I-40, seeing a lot more sunshine like you saw there in Poteau. North of I-40, though, that's where we're seeing a whole lot of cloud cover. And this rain that's basically just been kind of straddling this line ever since this morning, basically stretching into eastern Oklahoma, into portion of Benton County, far northwestern Washington County. I think this is the best chance, at least locally, where it's going to be for us. Anywhere south and east, especially for areas like Scott and Logan County, I'd say forget it for rain chances. We're going to be dry. And that cold front that's been really moving through much of the country for the past couple of days is going to stall where it is. That's why things aren't moving very much to the southeast and eventually actually kind of pick up to the north a little bit and then head off to the east. So that's my unofficial kind of stamp of where that's going. But basically the story is that it's not moving any farther southeast. So we're not going to see that cooler air for us until Saturday. What we're just going to see is a little bit more cloud cover, maybe a spotty shower for the rest of the day. So here's Futurecast detailing that. And you can see a lot of that's going to taper off over the next couple of hours. Still can't absolutely rule it out for the next 3 or 4 hours, but besides maybe a little bit of a wet pavement, that's really all it's going to do. Overnight tonight, well, partly cloudy to mostly clear skies and some areas of patchy fog, especially north of I-40 if we see enough clearing. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Otherwise, we'll see plenty of sunshine tomorrow, especially during the afternoon hours. And we're back to our regularly scheduled programming of sunny, warm, and dry conditions. Overall for tonight, low temperatures in the low to mid 60s, the partly cloudy skies in northwest Arkansas, mostly clear in the river valley. Then for tomorrow, staying very warm, mid to upper 80s across the board with more sunshine the farther south you live, especially south of I-40. Now, Saturday was when that cold front comes in, and we do have a severe weather risk, a level 2 out of 5, or a slight risk for the entire region, including the 5 news coverage area. Now, the one thing to note is that there is some discrepancy on how quickly that front will get here and those storms will move through. So it's something we're keeping an eye on and just stay up to date on the forecast when we get close to Saturday. Otherwise, before then, see a lot of sunshine. There comes that storm chance on Saturday, and then Saturday into Sunday, we're seeing that things quiet down a little bit. And on Sunday, you see a 20% chance. That would be just for any morning showers. Any severe weather would be on Saturday. But the hope is that front moves through Friday night, get the storms over with by Saturday morning, and then avoid the worst of the severe weather. But again, we're keeping an eye on that as we get closer to the weekend.
So we might get that cool down over the weekend.
Yeah, the cool down I think is guaranteed. What we're not sure about is that severe weather chance. That front will move through no matter what. It's just the timing of the front and how that alludes to maybe some severe weather chances.
All right. Well, thanks, Danny. Well, a group of kindergartners